Hey everybody, welcome back around to the Blog and Grill. I'm your host Doug here with your video blog for February 13th, 2015. Before I get started, just want to give a shout out to my man Mike down in Virginia. He's a loyal viewer, so thanks for tuning in. Got a good show for you today. We're going to be talking NBA All-Star Game. We'll talk NFL Scouting Combine, and we'll have your New York sports update for you. So the NBA All-Star Game, All-Star Weekend starts up tonight. They have the Celebrity Game. Then we got the Skills Night tomorrow night. We'll have the Skills Challenge, the three-point shootout, the dunk contest, and then finally on Sunday night we will have the game with the West versus the East. I just want to give you some winners of some of the contests that I think will happen. So let's first look at the Skills Challenge. They kind of have it set up this year like a bracket style, which is interesting to look at. I think the winner of this, I think the final matchup will be between Michael Carter-Williams and Kyle Lowry. Both guys good speed, good size, can shoot the ball, and I will take Kyle Lowry to win the Skills Challenge purely on his speed that he has. Three-point shootout, I think this is going to be the best event of the night for sure. We have a lot of good shooters: James Harden, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kyle Korver, J.J. Redick, Wes Matthews, Marco Bellinelli. I'm going to take Kyle Korver. I think Kyle Korver is the best spot-up shooter in the NBA and probably in the world right now. Steph Curry is probably the best difficult shot maker, but I'm going to take Kyle Korver to win the three-point shootout. Dunk contest, I'm not going to be tuning into that. I think the three-point should be the final event of the night, the dunk contest. Now, I don't even know who's in it. I think Zach LaVine from UCLA, who has mad hops but doesn't play, I think's in it. So I'm not going to be watching the dunk contest. I think we need to eventually take a break from the dunk contest and try to retool that somehow and try to figure out what would work best with that. So nobody's going to be watching the dunk contest. Everybody's going to be watching the three-point contest. And a lot of people will watch the game. I think the game's going to be a good one. I'm going to take the West over the East just because I think the West is more healthy. I think they have better players overall. The East could struggle. Carmelo Anthony is going to play, I guess, but that's going to be something interesting to watch as well. All right, let's take a look at your NBA standings as we make it through to the All-Star break here. Let's start in the East. Atlanta on top right now. They have a 6.5 game lead over Toronto. And then Chicago's in the 3, Washington's in the 4, Cleveland currently in the 5. And then we have Milwaukee, Charlotte, and Miami wrapping up your top 8 with Brooklyn, Boston, Detroit, and Indy just 2 games back of Miami for the final playoff spot. And in the Western Conference, we have Golden State atop it at 42-9. Memphis 39-14 in second, 4 games back. Portland and Houston both 7 back. Dallas, the Clip Show, 8 and 8.5 back. San Antonio and Phoenix right now at 9 and 14.5 back. And the teams just on the outside looking in. OKC not into the playoffs yet, which is kind of crazy to think about because they have they probably have 2 of the top 10 players in the NBA, Russ and Kevin Durant. We'll see what they can do. I think the key spot that you're going to have to look at in the West is just how crazy these first-round playoff matchups will be. If OKC gets in, it's going to be Golden State, OKC in the 1-8 matchup, Memphis and San Antonio in the 2-7, Portland and the Clip Show in the 3-6, and Houston and Dallas in the 4 and the 5. And then in the East, I think you really have to get to if you're Cleveland, you really have to try to get to that 3 spot. If you can get to the 3, then you have a decent shot, I think, to make a run at it. You'd be the 3. You'd probably be playing in Milwaukee, Charlotte, or Miami in the first round of the playoffs, and that's what you have to do right now. All right, NFL Scouting Combine will be next week. I believe that will start on – the Scouting Combine starts on Tuesday and goes through the following Monday. It's always a lot of fun. I think there's 3 key things we need to watch, and I think the first thing is Marcus Mariota. I think he has a good opportunity to have his stock rise during this NFL Scouting Combine. I think we could see him jump back up to that top pick. I think he's going to interview very well. He's going to test very well. He's going to run the 40 in maybe a record time. And I think he's going to be able to throw the ball okay as well. So I think his stock will rise, and Jameis's, with all the interviews and such, could fall. The other thing to look at is the impact of running backs in the first round. Can Gurley and or Melvin Gordon really solidify themselves as a first-round pick? I don't think right now they are legitimate first-round picks, but I think they have a chance to if they can really prove that they are as good as they think they are. And then finally, I think I want to see Leonard Williams, defensive end out of UFC, emerge as the top prospect. I think I said it in the last blog. I think the guy is the top prospect in this draft and will have the best NFL career. I will take Leonard Williams #1 if I was Tampa Bay, and I will also go on to say that I think he will emerge as the top pick following this NFL scouting combine. We'll do more NFL Combine stuff as we move through next week. Time for your New York sports update. Carmelo Anthony to shut it down in the second half of the season. He'll play in the All-Star game, but then he'll shut it down with a knee injury. I think it's a good idea. He's got 4 more years left on this contract, and this team just needs to get ping pong balls right now. Baseball America ranks the Yankees farm system as 22nd in 2015. Their 3 top players, outfielder Aaron Judge, Luis Cervino, a right-handed pitcher, and Jorge Mateo, round out their top 3 players. And finally, Syracuse Orange will be at home tomorrow night taking on #4 Duke as Rakeem Christmas, averaging 18 points and 9 rebounds a game, looks to keep it going and try to give his Orange a win in an upset over the Duke Blue Devils. All right, I'll be back on Monday. Thank you for tuning into the Blog and Grill. It's been a lot of fun. You can follow me on Twitter at YankeeBaller415. Also, check me out on sportsmindednews.com. You can comment, question, subscribe to my page. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.